Hello everybody, happy St. Patrick's Day. Luck of the Irish be with you. We're going to be doing shepherd's pie tonight. We're going to be using ground lamb, mixed vegetables, and the mashed collie so that it's keto.
I've never had ground lamb. I'm not sure how I feel about this whole situation here.
Now, shepherd's pie contains ground lamb. If you're using ground beef, it's actually called cottage pie. So there is a difference.
Oops, it's backwards. Oh well, what can you do?
Normally use mashed potatoes, we're going to use keto stuff, so we're going to be using the mashed collie. And instead of the tomato sauce and the flour, which you normally make the sauce with for the filling, we're just going to be using some basic brown gravy that has much lower carbs.
Much. 3 times much.
3 times as much. Actually, it's more like 4 times as much. We're using a brown gravy pack that has 4 grams of carbs. Tomato paste alone,
Just crappy Walmart brown gravy pack, y'all.
just the tomato paste has 25.5 carbs.
What?
That's net.
What?
31 total carbs, 25.5 net carbs in tomato paste.
And this has how much?
4.
4 net per serving?
4 total.
Okay.
No dietary fiber, so 4 net. And we're using heavy cream, so it adds a little good fat for it. We're using the mashed collie, which has
Good fat, like I have good fat.
maybe 7 grams of carbs. We got about another 4 or 5 with the corn and the carrots.
Yeah, we don't usually eat corn, but I mean, it's mixed vegetables, so.
We're still going to come in at around 20 grams of carbs for this whole meal. So if you've been fasting all day and you're on full strict keto, that's good. If you're on dirty keto like us, man, 20 grams of carbs is nothing. So we got this. In honor of St. Patrick's Day, I'm going to drink us a little shot of good Irish whiskey before we start this.
I love any reason to drink.
Absolutely. Happy St. Patrick's Day.
Happy St.
Erin
Patty's.
Dobra.
Woo! Wayne's originally from Savannah, so born and raised there. He's used to that St. Patrick's Day parade.
Absolutely. The second largest St. Patrick's Day parade in the country is in Savannah, Georgia, where I'm from. It is a huge celebration, a lot of Irish population there. So we know a little bit about the Irish culture. We're not Irish, but today we are. We're all Irish. Kiss
I
me
know I
if
fooled
you're
you
Irish.
all with my really
She's got the
authentic
Irish
red hair, but nah. Okay, we're gonna do some prep. I'm gonna drink some more. He's gonna do some prep.
She's going to be an Irishman and drink some more, and I'm going to do the cooking.
I'm really good at that. See you in a minute.
Okay, we've browned the ground lamb. Once again, shepherd's pie uses ground lamb. Ground beef is actually called cottage pie. Didn't tell Stacy that we were using ground lamb until the last minute, so she wouldn't whine about it because she eats like a 3-year-old. Ground lamb is very good.
It smells a lot like ground beef, so okay.
We've seasoned it with the salt, the pepper, dried parsley, dried thyme, and dried rosemary. So we're going to add in our vegetables, mixed vegetables, just basically frozen mixed vegetables. Thaw them out a little in the microwave. Throw that in. Get all that carroty goodness in.
I don't like carrots. I like them in this. I don't like carrots.
Carrots are good.
Like you said, I eat like a 3-year-old.
We're going to add a little bit of our gravy mixture. Normally for a shepherd's pie, you use flour and tomato paste. Once again, tomato paste has 25.5 grams of net carbs.
That's more than a day's worth. If you're new to keto and still trying to lose, that's more than a day's worth of carbs. So no.
So we're going to add, instead of that, about a half a cup of our brown gravy, which we pre-made. It's just a packet. And instead of using a cup of water, we use half a cup of water, half a cup of heavy cream.
We like our gravy thick.
Nice thick gravy. Get all that goodness out of there. There's a little bit of cream left in the measuring cup. Extra cream can't hurt. So we're going to mix that up. Let it stew for a minute. We don't want a lot of gravy in here. Otherwise, it becomes quite soupy. after we put it in the oven. So we don't want soupy. We just want to coat this with some moisture. So this is the meat mixture. We're going to add a little Worcestershire. Worcestershire.
Does anybody really know how to say?
Worcestershire sauce. There we go.
Whatever this brown stuff is, put some of that in there.
Worcestershire sauce. Mix that in well.
Damn, it smells good.
Already smells good.
I'm so hungry. I'm always hungry. If you're new to this and you're watching me for the first time, always freaking hungry. Well,
all right.
I mean, that sounds bad. Not that keto leaves me hungry. I just love to eat. At heart, I'm a big girl.
She's not a big girl anymore. She still thinks she's a big girl. It's okay. I used to be a big boy too. I was 255 pounds. Now I'm down to about 170. So, this diet seems to work. It's not really a diet. It's like a way of eating.
I was 204. Now I'm 137. So
I was 255 and now I'm 170. So, and this is what we eat. Haven't done this dish before, but I think it's going to turn out well. So once you got that meat mixture done, we've pre-cooked the collie. It's Green Giant original
just
mashed
microwavable cauliflower, y'all.
We didn't do anything to it.
We're on a budget. We live in an RV. We go to Walmart like everybody.
We actually bought the ground lamb at Walmart.
Yep.
You think you can't find ground lamb? They carry it at Walmart now. So we're going to add a little garlic and some salt and pepper to the collie.
I thought you were going to kiss me the way you leaned over.
Are you Irish?
Yes. You see the red hair, right?
The kisses are for you. A little salt and pepper, a little garlic.
I'm going to start sneezing.
To our mashed collie, which is the topping for this shepherd's pie, instead of potatoes. If you're making regular shepherd's pie, just boil some potatoes, mash them up real good, put the same flavoring in, garlic, salt, and pepper, and we'll put a little cheese on top, because there's nothing like melty, cheesy goodness.
Oh yeah.
So we take our 8x8 baking dish, drop in our meat mixture, which has the brown gravy instead of
tomato paste,
standard tomato sauce, tomato paste, and flour.
Yeah, like we said, this is new. He's never cooked this before. I'm a little on the fence about it, but everything he cooks turns out well, so.
Much lower carb when we're using the brown gravy. So we're still under, well, maybe right around 20 grams of carbs for the whole meal, as long as you don't eat too much of it. But
I'm gonna eat a lot.
You're gonna want more. While we're at it, we're gonna have another little drop of Irish whiskey.
Ooh, cheers! Hey, you didn't toast me. You still, how rude!
Alrighty.
How rude!
We're gonna add our mashed.
Guess I'll toast myself. Cheers, self. Here we go.
Just pour all that cauliflower goodness right on top.
Oh, let me grab the camera. Hold on.
We put our meat gravy mixture, vegetable mixture into the pan, 8x8, and then we layered the mashed collie seasoned with salt, pepper, and garlic powder right over the top of it, just like a normal shepherd's pie.
Tell them what you debated on about the xanthan gum.
I was going to put a little xanthan gum to thicken this mashed collie, but I believe after we put it in the oven for 30 minutes at 350, that the mashed collie is going to brown right up and thicken up on its own, and we won't need to use an artificial thickener. Try not to use that if we don't have to. With the gravy, once again, we used heavy cream, which once you boil it and cool it, helps it thicken quite a bit instead of just using water. We've topped it all with our shredded cheddar cheese. It's going to brown up nicely. We're going to stick this in the oven at 350 for about 25 to 30 minutes. So we'll turn that on.
Wandering weenie dog is nosing around down there. He wants you to drop something.
30 minutes, and that'll come out of the oven in about 30 minutes, and we should have a fairly keto 20 grams-ish of carbs
No,
per
he
serving.
said we should have.
Should. I've never done this before. I'm also drinking Irish whiskey tonight because it's St. Patrick's Day, so we'll see how this turns out. So far, everything smells good. Ground lamb, mixed vegetables,
Smells
mashed
great.
cauli, a little brown gravy instead of the normal flour and tomato paste, which makes it way less carb heavy. And we're going to try this out and see what you think. And we might drink a little more Irish whiskey before the night is through.
Might.
We're also listening to Irish
will.
sea shanties. And if you're wondering why I'm doing shepherd's pie, normally when I'm banquet cooking, I have to cook corned beef and cabbage for hundreds of people.
Always.
Stacy doesn't really love corned beef, and I'm quite frankly tired of cooking corned beef and cabbage. It's so easy. You just stick the corned beef in the oven or in the smoker for a few hours, and you boil the cabbage, add a little seasoning, and you're done. The shepherd's pie is also an Irish dish, especially using lamb, real shepherd's pie. We're going to try something different. Instead of everybody and their brother is making corned beef and cabbage this week, we are making shepherd's pie and drinking Irish whiskey.
You love how he said we. I have nothing to do with it. I'm holding the camera and drinking a beer and whiskey.
Yep, we're drinking whiskey. Might pop open a Guinness a little later. Let's go ahead and be Irish. All right. The oven has beeped. That means that the shepherd's pie should be done. Let's check it.
I love how you say should be all the time.
Should be.
Should be.
Let's check. Oh, that looks gorgeous.
Yeah.
All right, so we've done a keto, little non-traditional shepherd's pie. We use ground lamb, mixed vegetables, which includes corn, carrots, peas, and some green beans. We season it with parsley, rosemary, thyme, salt and pepper. We use a little garlic in the mashed potatoes and salt and pepper. They're not mashed potatoes, it's mashed cauli, because this is a keto dish, and we put a little cheddar cheese on the top. For the gravy, for the meat mixture, instead of using tomato paste and flour with Worcestershire sauce like you normally would, we've used brown gravy, which has considerably less carbs, so that we can keep this full keto. Looks really, really good. Got a nice layer of cheese on top. Smells heavenly.
Yeah. Oh, pardon me. Look at that. Yum.
We're going to plate this in a moment.
So we have a debate going on too. You can comment your opinion. I didn't think shepherd's pie had cheese.
Shepherd's pie does have some cheesy mashed potatoes on the top. There's no substitute for cheesy goodness, and it adds a little extra fat for you. Cheese has a little extra fat, so it's all keto.
Fat.
All the cheese you want on keto, so we put cheese in just about everything.
Yes, we do.
But yes, shepherd's pie does have cheese in mashed potatoes.
All right, what are we gonna do now? Plate?
All right, we're going to plate this now, as Julia Child would say.
See, he's not just a pretty face. He got jokes, y'all. He got jokes.
I got no jokes. We're going to use a flat spatula, slice into it.
Hold on, let me grab this. We're brand new to this. Y'all be patient. Yum.
Got to slice through all that cheese so it comes out good. Scoop.
It looks like the cauliflower came out pretty thick, like normal mashed potatoes.
There we have it. Keto shepherd's pie.
Y'all, take a deep breath. You can smell it. It smells so good.
Smells so good. In honor of St. Patrick.
Let me sit the camera back down. Oh, we're drinking again.
We'll have another drink of good Irish whiskey.
Before we toast, we spent the last 30 minutes while this was baking, toasting each other.
Toasting, drinking.
Cheers.
In honor of St. Patrick. We also drove all the snakes out of the RV. So we are now snake free, just like Ireland. Cheers.
Cheers. Happy St. Patrick's, y'all.
Happy St. Patrick's Day.
Enjoy. If you like this, if you cook it, let us know. Subscribe, like, share. We need all the freaking help we can get. Anything else?
That's it. Good
Bye.
night.
All right. So we don't usually add a postscript to the end, but I have to tell y'all, I just took a bite of this. You see that? It's steaming. Oh my God. It smells phenomenal. I was the one leery about this dish. Ground lamb. Yuck. Never had it before. This. Y'all, you gotta make it. It's freaking fantastic. Enjoy.